we have news. Hello, Ranger Nation. Happy Monday. Welcome back to it. Welcome back to like the most Mondayest Monday ever. I'm pretty sure this week is like one of the most depressing days of the year. So, hey, we're going to talk about some fun Power Ranger news today. I hope you guys had a happy and safe new year. We're all back at the grind. So let's make the rest of your week a lot better. Let's go over some Power Ranger news. Because first thing, we're going to talk about this Power Rangers, the next adaptation. We're hearing from a source who heard from a source. We'll get into that. That RyuSoulger Dinosaurs is going to be the next Power Rangers season that is adapted. So we're definitely going to be talking about that, where we heard it from, get into more of those details. But first, I want to talk about the Lightning Collection, guys, because we've got the actual promo images finally for Trini. Yes, the Lightning Collection's worst unkept secret, Trini, is coming out. Now, of course, we had just kept seeing the Mighty Morphin Yellow, and we didn't actually know if it was going to be Trini. We all just assumed it was going to be. Yes, we got the sculpt. We see the pictures. She looks fantastic. She really does. I think, to me at least, this might be the best done Power Ranger out of the entire Lightning Collection. At least the civilian head. They really got her likeness. I think they did great on the pose work. She's going to be one of those figures that, yes, you gotta get, especially for a lot of you like me. I'm going to be getting all of them for a Mighty Morphin. I want to make sure I have the complete team at least for that, and so I have to get her. And then the wave after this one we think is going to be Billy. So then we'll at least get all of them if you consider Zach with the shield, that Walgreens exclusive, if you kind of consider him the Black Ranger. It wasn't just the Yellow Ranger though. We did get the actual, the promo images that shows off the effects. It shows off all of the fighting and stuff for all of Wave 4. So it's not just Trini. We also have Blaze, Rocky, Zeo Ranger Blue, or Rocky as Zeo Ranger Blue. Because, you know, if you just see Rocky, like, he could be the Red Ranger too. He's not, but you can take his head and put it on Jason, who we got in the wave before. And, of course, Jack, SPD Red Ranger. So if you want to go ahead and see way more pictures of them, please check out the links below to Hasbro Pulse. All of these are up for pre-order right now. And we had kept hearing fall wave, March. That's Hasbro Pulse, guys. It's up on Hasbro Pulse. All 4 of them up for pre-order. As always, limit 2 per customer. If you have Hasbro Pulse still from whenever it first launched, take a note that your 1 year, I'm not exactly sure when that's going to go up, but take an eye out on that. But if you still have it, make sure you can get in and get those guys pre-ordered so you can get the free shipping, or at least pay for the shipping, because if you get them on Amazon or you get them from other stores, you're not guaranteed good shipping quality. People who get them from Amazon have been getting them in bubble mailers, like not even full cardboard boxes. I've seen the sides might be dent. I get that. I order my stuff off Amazon too as well most of the time, but if you're really starting to be like, look, I don't want to deal with any more of this, I want crisp corners, Hasbro Pulse ships like 1 figure per box basically, but it's always very, very well done. So I want to know from you guys, what is your most excited or most must purchase item out of this wave 4? For me, obviously, gotta be Trini, because I have to get that finished. But Blaze, to me, and this is almost, I was like, you know, maybe I don't need Blaze, but I forgot he has the suitcase that has, and I'll maybe just pop one up here right now for him, but he has the suitcase that they make the Robotrons from as an accessory, and I gotta get that one. I really, really gotta get that one. And it's really cool too, because Colby Strong, the actor who plays Blaze, was also really excited about just the fact that he's getting his own figure, which I think is really, really cool. So again, Wave 4 up on Hasbro Pulse right now for pre-order. Some of them are also showing up on your normal places like Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, Toy Wiz. Check places like that. You might be able to get them in the pack if you're just like, hey, I'm gonna buy the entire case of them. That may just be the easiest way to go if you want to go ahead and get some of those. Now, one quick thing I do want to mention about Rocky's is that in the press release that came out with him, it was saying that he's going to have his 2 like Zeo cannons or Zeo hammers or whatever, axes. That was the word, axes. Doesn't show it anywhere in his other pictures, so not really sure. Hopefully we're going to get some confirmation. I think a few people have been starting to bring it up, so we might get a little more confirmation, and I'll hopefully update you guys when I have a little bit more information. But if you look at the press release and the actual description of Rocky, it's saying that he's still going to have, as we got in the first promo, like the behind the scenes, hey, we're trying to make him, it looked like he was going to have those axes, and it's not, it's in the description, it's not in any of the pictures. I don't know. We shall find out. But get in on those pre-orders because now, woo, we are going to talk about RyuSoulger in Power Ranger news. Right? Right. It's Dinos. Guys, it's Dinos. And obviously, I want to know if you were excited or not, or how you feel about this. But let's get to it, alright? Where did this come from? This came from what used to be that hashtag show now. Most of them, they all went to something else. It's now called the Illuminati. And they were the one who broke this. Now, Joe D, who is Deckelmeyer, and I'm sorry, right, I think I got his name wrong. But Joe, he also was in here, posted the stuff about Austin St. John's coming back, about to team up, yada yada. So he's posted a lot of stuff before that very much ends up being correct. So while I understand this is still a rumor, this is Joe saying, hey, a source told me, you know, a source in production, a source who's seen it or whatever, is telling him, please take it with a grain of salt because until we actually hear from Hasbro, absolutely nothing is concrete. Apparently, even a Trini figure. So, Dinos. Dinos is big. Dinos is a seller. It's a very popular way that has a good gimmick. I like the RyuSoulger keys that they have. I'll have some generic pictures up there. I've been watching RyuSoulger this whole time. I'm excited. I'm completely caught up. I think I have like the newest episode maybe tonight to watch. And I've really liked it. If you haven't caught any of it at all, I completely understand because if you're like, I don't watch the stuff in Japanese, at least take a look at some of the pictures and you can see the suits, the mecha, I really love. The mecha is really agile. It goes so well and it's fighting all of the mechas. Just I really love all of it. I love the suits. I wish there would be another female in it, but it looks like it's going to be another probably 5-guy, 1-girl season. There is going to be this purple if they put him in as a guy Zorg, but however they bring him in, there could potentially be this like awesome night purple suit, and it's a really interesting thing because I don't know how it's going to be adapted. Someone's asked me, well, how do you think they would go about doing dinosaurs? And the very quick answer to tell all of you guys with that is I don't ever imagine or pretend to figure it out. Like when it comes to a Sentai, like how would you adapt it? I don't know. Like they're just gonna have dinosaur powers. I just leave it up to the writers and the imagination, and they're gonna take care of all of that. So how are they gonna adapt it? I have no idea. Maybe they'll be from the past. Maybe they'll be from the future. Maybe they'll all have been cavemen that came out of ice. But it looks like we're probably getting dinosaurs. Now, of course, grain of salt. You can always just say, Liz, I choose not to believe you until whatever, and I completely understand. Am I going to be rolling with it? Yeah, actually, I've heard from another source that also spoke to that source. I know it's one of those, like, I talked to someone who also talked to that person, and they said, yeah, they heard the same thing. Could the source be lying? Absolutely. They could be, but it's someone that these people trust, and they're saying it's true. Once we get the official confirmation, of course, I will be going over a whole lot more of it, and hopefully it's not going to take too long. You know, we get Toy Fair in February. It would be fantastic if they at least had an image of it up, or maybe a quick 15-second teaser with a logo or something like that, you know, coming 2021. It would be a really, really great way to start building just a little bit of hype for it. But for Rangers, we would be looking at red, blue, green, black, and pink, and then gold, of course, coming in, who has his own mecha, and again, the purple one. I love the swords, the changers, a wrist changer again, the collectibles. I will, of course, before the show and after it gets announced, or maybe even before, I'll go over a little bit more about RyuSoulger and putting it in Power Ranger terms and kind of what's happened and what's going on in it, so you can at least have an idea without having to try to watch anything of the Sentai. But if it is RyuSoulger, I'm really excited. I would have loved Q Ranger, of course, but it's just a ton of them. I liked the Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger. I was actually a big fan of the capes. I really liked, I kind of liked that. Kishiryu was okay. There were a lot of really good options they could have chosen, and if this is what they go with, and this is what they go with, they're also, you gotta consider they're rebooting the Power Ranger franchise, like the movie, and all of that at the same time, so maybe this is it. They're like, look guys, let's just go back to Dinos. We're gonna do Dinos in the TV show. We're gonna have Dinos in the movie theater. Jurassic Park is gonna have another sequel out at the same time. We're all gonna be asking, what year is this? That's fine. We're all just gonna watch Power Rangers and have some fun with dinosaurs. or something like that. So between Lightning Collection and all of this stuff with potentially Power Rangers being RyuSoulger adaptation, we had a lot to go over. So I want to know what you loved absolutely the most. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys at the next video, Ranger Nation. You have a fan-freaking-tastic day. I will see you, of course, Friday at the Ranger Week in Review. Everything Power Rangers and Tokusatsu. Mwah. I love you all. I'll see you later. Roll it!